guys, how are you today? I am fine. I have promised you so many times I have promised to show you how to make lentils flatbread. For those people who are trying so hard to have a diet that is low in carbohydrate, it's really good to make some flatbread using what do you call legumes, beans, chickpeas, and what have you. And so I kind of discovered how to make my flatbread using lentils. And so since I discovered that, that has been, like the go-to thing when I cook chapati or wheat flatbread for my family, and I know I cannot eat that, or even if I eat, I just a little. And so this lentil flatbread has come to my rescue, and I like it. It's very easy to make, and so that is what I'm going to share with you today on my recipe adventures. Okay, so to make this, there are different kinds of lentils. There are different kinds of lentils, but for the flatbread, I did try the brown lentils, but they did not come out good. The flatbread could not get off the pan, and yet it was a non-stick pan. And so after several attempts with the brown one, which is usually my favorite when I make soup, I did read around and check out some other videos, and I found more people saying that the red lentils gives really perfect flatbread. And so I went ahead and tried it using the red lentils, and they were perfect. So these are the split red lentils. This is the one that I use. So first, what you need to do is you measure 1 cup of the red lentils, and when you have the 1 cup of the red lentils, you'll add 2 cups of water. So I already did that. I added 2 cups of water, and you let it stand there from around 2 hours to 3 hours. 2 hours to 3 hours. Yes, so that is what I did. And so when you let it stand for 2 hours to 3 hours, this is what you get. This is what you get. And so I know some people would just go ahead and blend this straight away, but what I do is after I soak this, I rinse it off. And then I will add some oat milk, a little oat milk here, to help with the blending. So I'll go ahead and pour this out, and then I'll be back. Okay, so this is now nicely clean. So what I do next is I take a little oat milk. Because I've poured out the water that was at the top. I will replace that water with oat milk. And you can just replace with water. For me, I just do the oat milk because I just wanted to make it more nutritious. So that is already done. I've added 3/4 3/4 cup size of hot milk in it, and you can do that with water. I've just added so that it's the same level as the water where the water was before. So once I do that, I can choose to just go ahead and, you know, blend it the way it is, but I usually want to add some taste to it. So what I do is I sprinkle a bit of turmeric in it. Maybe like half a teaspoonful. And also, especially in the eye, half a teaspoonful of black pepper. I love black pepper. All my food has black pepper. So add a bit of that for taste. And then the spices, I'll add a little of dried cilantro. A bit of that. And then I'm trying not to eat salt, but just for taste for this flatbread, I have the fine ground Himalayan salt. Himalayan salt is one of the best salts that you need to use. Sea salt, Himalayan salt. So I use this, then I just take like a pinch, very little, you can't even taste it, and I sprinkle it in there. So once I've done that, I will go ahead and blend it. Just mix it up, blend it until it's very fine. Up a bit again so that you get all of it in there. This gives me a hard time sometimes. Okay, so we have our finely ground red lentils in there. So it's ready. It's ready to start making the flatbread. Alright, so to make the flatbread, I'll heat the non-stick. I like this pan. It's a non-stick. Pan. I don't add oil. I don't use oil to make this at all. So let's give it time to get the heat on it. Okay, so I believe it's hot enough now. So what I do is, because it's very important to stick within serving size. So when you soak it in water, it becomes like it's cooked already, because it's absorbed water. So usually the serving size for lentils is about 3/4 cup size cooked lentils. Sometimes one cup size cooked lentil, not going past 1 cup. But for protein, you have to always check what your weight is for you to know how much protein you need to take. So for this, I measure using a 1/4 cup, so that when I'm eating, I can eat two of those, because maybe I'll have mushroom in it, you know, something like that. So this is what I use to measure the 1/4 cup. So what happens is I just fill the cup, okay? Just make sure the heat is not too much. And then once I fill it, I pour it down there. And then I spread it. You know, you just tilt the pan. Once you do that, I give it 2 minutes. You don't disturb it. So now, like, if you look at the time there, it is 14 minutes past 7. 14 minutes past 7. It's too bright, man. Today is the first day of spring. The sun is kind of up and it's 7. So anyway, 14 minutes past 7. So I'll give it time until it's 16 minutes. Okay? Then I flip it. It will start detaching from the surface of the pan on its own. But if you keep disturbing it, then it sticks. It won't look good. Okay, so our 2 minutes have passed. So what happens? I come and I flip it. So you can see it is detaching on its own, you know. I just do that and woo, it's so nice. I flip it that way and then I put it back. So on this other side, about a minute and a half, you know, not full 2 minutes like the other side. Okay, so we want to flip now. We already flipped, so we want to check down here. Good. It's good. It's ready. So put it in a bowl with a paper towel to keep it warm. And just repeat the process. You can use a spoon to help you spread it. Two minutes and then it will be ready. So this is how it looks. It's really good. Very good chapati. You know, if you don't eat the other chapati, This is the best. You can use it for sandwich. You can spread. Let me show you with just a bit of it. You know, you can make a sandwich. Take some vegetable and just add in the middle there. Add your vegetables, you know, your tomatoes, your onions, your avocado. Really nice with avocado. Avocado and vegetable. Then just wrap it up and, you know, before I eat it, I have to flip. It's ready to flip. There you go. Okay, so very delicious. I tell you, this recipe is so good. This is so good, so good. You have to try. And what I have there is peas, the green peas and some cannellini beans, okay, just a little, and carrots are also in there. So it's so delicious, just eating from my hand. Ooh, I have to finish it. So good. So anyway, that is what you need to do to make the flatbread from your lentils. You will love it. You will love it. You will stop eating wheat because it gives you almost the same consistency and the same thing that wheat will give you. So yeah, if you have any questions, any suggestions on any other flours that I can use, any other legumes that I can use to make the flatbread, you will really help me. And I hope this recipe helped you too and you learned something new. So yeah, watch for the next episode of Recipe Adventures. Bye.